Edison claims Mitsubishi totally and fundamentally failed to deliver what it promised. Instead, Edison asserts Mitsubishi provided steam generators with critical defects.
That's smoke and mirrors.
Charles Langley is a ratepayer advocate.
They'll never see that money.
For one thing, documents show Edison oversaw the design of the flawed generators.
First, you have a bunch of executives at Southern California Edison who in 2005 sat down and decided to put an experimental nuclear generator into operation at San Onofre.
Early on, an Edison executive warned Mitsubishi the generators were some of the largest ever built. In a 2004 letter, he wrote, quote, "I am concerned that there is the potential that design flaws could be inadvertently introduced into the steam generator design that will lead to unacceptable consequences." And then he cited tubeware. He went on to say this would be a disastrous outcome for both of us. It was. In 2012, tubeware caused a radioactive leak that shut down the plant. Edison engineers also spoke of the tubeware problem with Mitsubishi staff at a meeting in Japan. Documents reveal the engineers stated that Mitsubishi's prior experience in building smaller steam generators was invalid. Former San Diego City Attorney Mike Aguirre wants a probe into whether Edison was at fault for deploying the defective steam generators.
And these are engineers. Engineers that are planning something, and they test everything before they take another step, and they saw, okay, well, this isn't going to work.
Still, Edison claims Mitsubishi provided false assurances throughout the steam generator design process. A report, however, shows Mitsubishi had potential fixes, but the design team, which consisted of both Mitsubishi and Edison engineers, did not make the changes because of Edison's desire to avoid a federal license amendment process, according to the documents. Aguirre believes Edison took a gamble and installed the new equipment without the needed corrections.
Edison's attitude was, look, the worst that can happen is the plant will shut down, but we'll still get paid. We just might not get as big a return on our money as we otherwise would. So Edison was flying, high based on the idea that if there was a problem, it would just be pushed off to the ratepayers and the PUC would bail out Edison, and that's exactly what happened.
State regulators never investigated Edison's role in the steam generator debacle. This despite the fact that Edison's own former president, Ron Litzinger, acknowledged under oath last year the company exercised oversight of the steam generator design. Edison's case against Mitsubishi is in arbitration. The company declined comment, citing arbitration confidentiality. In a press release, Mitsubishi argues that Edison's allegations are factually incorrect, legally unsound, and inappropriate. San Diego lawyer Dan Benjamin says arbitration saves companies money and resolves disputes faster than courts.
Parties also prefer arbitration because it is private. So while court proceedings are held in public, sometimes the facts that come out in litigation don't make a company look good.
Mitsubishi's contract with Edison limits its liability to $138 million. Aguirre says Edison's demand for $7.6 billion in damages from Mitsubishi, with the idea that the public will get half, is a ploy intended to dupe customers.
I think it's a phantom. It's another mirage. It's another sleight of hand by Edison to create the impression that the public should support the settlement agreement because there's some gold, at the end of the rainbow. And it just doesn't add up.
That settlement agreement requires customers to pay $3.3 billion so Edison and SDG&E can still receive a return on their San Onofre investment, even though the plant is not producing electricity. The deal has prompted outrage from consumers and lawmakers and is the subject of a criminal investigation. Amita Sharma, KPBS News.